How's it going? How are you?
Oh, let me turn the camera around here.
Yeah, I'll put it down and I'll clap. 3, 2, 1.
All right, Parkies.
I hope you heard that, Parkies. Welcome back, Parkies.
Recording.
Yeah, it's a pretty good day. Welcome back to episode 10 of Parkade Pals, I'm pretty sure. So this is the 10th
A little out
episode.
of frame, just a little.
What?
You're a little out of
Where should I move?
just net like here-ish.
Which direction?
Right. More. Come on, more. Take like 3 steps. Right. 3 grown-up steps, buddy. 3 big ones.
Oh, I'm in frame.
A little more. Yeah, that's good.
So, hey, Parkies, how's it going?
Hello.
This fucker had me move all the way to the left, and I don't understand why.
I wanted them off frame. I thought it'd be a funny bit to start the recording with because they thought they were in frame, and I said they weren't.
Welcome back to episode 10
Anyways,
of Parkade Pals.
Of Parkade
3,
Pals.
2,
with what we saved
1.
for the audio there. This one fucked up the audio for the last video.
God.
Episode
It's
9.
nothing but complaining
I
with this
swear to
fuck.
you,
It's nothing but complaining with this fuck.
this motherfucker was like. That's all they do. I swear. And I had to fix their audio fuck ups because they won't listen to me.
We always
Anyways, we're back.
start the episode with small talk. So Parkade Pal 0,
We're
how
not
was
going to start with
your
small talk.
week?
We're going to start with breaking news. Earlier this week, singer and producer David, D4vd is how it's spelled, but it's David, had a dead body found in his car. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of it. Crazy thing to happen because the evidence is crazy. Technically, he's not been he's not like a suspect, according to the police, because they're still trying to find out how like the victim actually died. They just know that she's been dead for a really long time in like a hot car, so she's like super decomposed. Really fucked up shit. I feel bad for anyone who's a David fan. It's like being a Kanye fan, but like I'd say worse, probably, if you're still a David fan after this. Probably worse.
Anyways,
pedophile murderer, like not
as-
pedophile dash
as-
murderer, pedophile slash
As
murderer.
always, we start the episode with small talk. So how's your week gone, Parkade Pal 0?
I don't know if I mentioned it last episode, but Charlie Kirk got diffed.
So all of this is going to be severely outdated. The assassination of Charlie Kirk happened 2 weeks from the recording.
Wow, don't
From
date
when
this.
it's
What happened to
uploading?
don't date this?
And the thing,
What happened to
the
Don't Date
previous
This?
thing that Parkade Pal 0 mentioned
happened 1 week ago.
We're having a
as
falling
according
out.
to the-
Parkies. I'm starting to hate this motherfucker.
What's awesome is number one, I haven't done anything. Number two, I haven't started any beef. This is one-way beef.
No, it's not, Parkies. You should have seen you should have seen how I was being treated before the fucking camera started rolling. This one's a fucking devil, okay? I swear. Before the camera started going, I was watching my show. I was watching Dexter. I've been watching Dexter recently.
You've mentioned this.
I've been watching Dexter.
You have mentioned this.
And this motherfucker comes up to me and starts yelling about me about, oh, for the episode where you played Clash, I had to sync the Clash Royale gameplay.
Two entirely separate. Why did you mention that you were watching Dexter?
I was watching
This
Dexter.
happened way after you were watching Dexter.
So I was watching Dexter, and they walk up to me and they're like, I had to sync your Clash Royale with the actual video. I had to sync the audio. And it's like, dude, you're a hoe and your mom's a bitch. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I've had to sync the audio 16 times for your fuck-ups. Pretty much damn near every episode I've edited, you've made a mistake in the audio recording. Every single fucking one. And keep in mind, you've only edited two episodes to my 8 after this one, but currently 7.
I edited the worst episode. Was there not? Has it not been 3?
No.
It
You
was
don't
the
do
worst
shit
episode,
here.
The Clash episode, and then it was.
You don't
something
do anything here.
Okay.
I made this podcast.
Anyways, Parkies. My
Parkies.
week was pretty good. My birthday was last week, and I had a wonderful celebration with all of my family, and all of my good friends. I celebrated it with all of my good friends.
The joke is that we didn't go.
I had
hang
no.
out
I
on the birthday
went with
of
my
this
family
one.
and only my good friends who are valuable and lovely to me.
So yeah,
so
I
that was a
wasn't
fun
there.
time.
I don't think anybody of their friends were
Parkade
actually
Pal
there.
Zero was not attending my birthday.
Yeah.
Anyways,
However, I was messaging their sister throughout the experience. She's much cooler than they are. Maybe I'll get her on as like an honorary member and just like replace you.
okay. Anyways,
She can get
so
your cut of the money.
I started the week off with some schoolwork, some nice little schoolwork. It's getting pretty bad, Parkies. We're getting up into the significant
You're getting to the
lab
point where
work.
tests are coming through.
I had a really bad lab. Oh, also, I guess I can talk about this. My birthday, which was on Tuesday, I got nothing for my birthday.
Everybody say happy birthday.
Other than pink eye. I woke up the day of my birthday with a swollen,
Happy
itchy
birthday!
pink eye.
You know how I told you I couldn't afford like a nice gift? That's what I got you. I got you pink
Yeah,
eye.
so that was a fun
It was
way to
free. I
start
just
it.
had to go rob a lab.
Especially since I had a test on Tuesday, and I had to message my prof saying, hey, I probably shouldn't come into class with pink eye for everyone else's best interest, so I wasn't able to do that test, and I'm still waiting to have it rescheduled, so that's fun. And then I did a couple labs. It cleared up pretty quickly, all things considered. Like, you can see, I don't have pink eye right now. That's pretty cool. And
Trying to
then...
think you never had it.
Yeah, I had a couple labs. One of my organic chemistry lab. Any chem majors out there? Ooh, OChem sucks.
Any chem majors out there?
And
Why?
I never want to do it ever again, but I have to for my degree requirements. Anyways, and then I ended it off with an actual birthday celebration with my beloved family, where we went out to a bar, and then we went out to a karaoke bar, and I sung songs with my beloved family.
I was invited.
That I love most dearly.
Sadly, I could not go.
I mean, you could have.
I couldn't have. I had to do a test that day.
Oh, did you?
I had a test that day earlier in the afternoon, around like the 2 to 3 p.m. mark. After that test, I had to finish writing the first adventure for the D&D campaign.
That you haven't mentioned really up until this point.
After I'm starting a D&D campaign with
Yeah.
this one and a couple others, and I had to finish writing the first adventure yesterday.
3 others.
I was busy later that night because my parents needed something, so I couldn't stay late. I had to render not this video, but the episode that just went up.
The previous episode.
Episode 9, I had to render. It's public now. I had to render episode 9, so that took a while. And then on top of that, I just did a bunch of other stuff that day. A whole bunch of little tiny things, and it just kind of made it so that I couldn't go to the hangout, which sucked. Because I really probably would have had a lot of fun. But
It was a lot of fun.
does any of your family smoke cigarettes?
No, smoking's bad. But did you know that alcohol consumption is also one of the leading causes of cancer in the United States? So don't drink alcohol. It's bad for you and can cause cancer.
Why do you drink
Unless you're
alcohol?
fun. I don't know, because it's fun.
So why don't you smoke cigarettes?
Because it's not fun.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Ever-
Anyways, Perkies.
You ever drop a lit joint into a certain Arthur's backyard and just
And then there's a bonfire
well,
outside.
no, you
that
have to scour for it so it doesn't cause a problem later. But then eventually you guys just give up and hope the ground is damp enough because you can't find it because it's pitch black. And you have a CSGO match to get back to.
And then while you're playing CSGO, you turn around and you're like, huh, it's really hot in here. And there's an inferno behind you.
Okay. So what happened was the joint was basically, it was still lit.
Yeah.
And I dropped it because Arthur sat on my lap on the fucking swing chair. And I was trying to get my joint from around him to my mouth. I'm like, oh, fucking God. And then I dropped it in the grass.
Yeah.
The tall grass that is in their backyard. But it was fine. It had just rained, so the grass was like super, super wet. It's nothing caught fire. It's probably just died the second it hit the floor. But because it wasn't super like lit, it wasn't like just lit or anything. It was dying out already.
That's a bad idea.
Anyways, that was fun.
Yeah.
You should come by one time again.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll play poker.
I don't know.
Well, afraid to lose your money again?
Yeah. Terrified. Anyways, how are you guys doing, Parkies? Type in the comments.
Type 1 if you want me to eat the spicy chicken, and type 2 if you want me to die. Anyways.
I didn't really bring a topic today.
You have a whole, this guy's a Google Keeps note of Parkade Pal podcast questions. Okay?
Ideas, yeah.
And it's like topics. And I'm like, we're not supposed to have topics. We're just supposed to ramble.
Okay. Well, then you start the episode, Parkade Pal Zero. What do you want to talk about?
Episode's already been started, buddy.
I know, but
we've been going for.
We're done the small talk. Go. What do you want to talk about, Parkade Pal Zero? If you want to just ramble, then just ramble. I'll wait.
I have nothing today.
Ah, wow.
This one has a topic, probably.
No, I don't have anything. But we're not supposed to do, topics, so it's fine. We'll just ramble.
I'm being punished. We could talk about... Okay. I want to talk about, to what degree... Because, with everything that's been happening with, musicians recently, just, artists in general, I want to talk about to what degree you can separate, art from the artist. Because I heard a lot of people... for example, Kanye and David are, the big ones that have been going about recently. And it's
okay.
Can you really separate the art
Good job,
from,
Parkade Pal
certain
Zero.
artists?
Good job. You came up with a topic on the spot. Good job, Parkade Pal Zero. This is the president's, handshake when I'm Donald Trump and you're Obama. My fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
I'm Trump. Parkade Pal.
Good one, Parkies. Oh, this is a bad episode.
I'm so fucking tired. I am delusionally tired.
Okay, dude, the last episode was a really good one. Okay,
honestly, I didn't feel like it was
the last episode was. I watched it back. The last episode was a really good one. This one, y'all are due for a bad one soon. Okay, and this one might be it.
No offense, I feel like the past few episodes have kind of been shit. Not even going to lie.
What makes it good and what makes it bad?
When I'm entertained when I watch it.
Have you watched them?
No. I just have an inkling. Anyways, what degree came...
No, shut the fuck up. You think they're bad and you haven't watched them.
Yeah, it's just the vibe isn't right.
Yeah? What vibe?
I don't know.
What vibe does it need to be good?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't. A lot of things you seem to not know.
I'm too tired for this, Parkies. But let's talk about a deep topic about art and artists. So really the question is, to what degree should you still support an artist?
I just feel like some people are so bad where you can't.
When the artist has become problematic in some ways. And so this can happen in a lot of ways. An artist can come out killing people, like the recent case, you know who. The artist could be someone who has abused people in the past. The artist can be...
The guy from the Orion Experience?
And Wilbur Soot.
Yeah.
The artist could be... What did Kanye do again?
Racist.
He could be racist.
Really racist.
And do bad things, like maybe inciting the public, allegedly. And yeah, they could do a lot of bad... Humans are capable of some pretty bad things. So, to what point can you still support that artist, aka listen to their music or consume their content, when you know that they have done something bad? So, I think a good way to start this is to start off with, a case study. What artist do you want to talk about in this regard, Parkade Pal Zero?
Let's start with the more, tame one. Let's talk about, Kanye. Okay?
Alright. You can't
Kanye.
preface that as the more tame
I like Kanye. And I'll say it here with my chest. I still listen to a lot of his music. Well, not a lot of his music, but I still listen to the albums that I like because I think they are like pivotal albums. Like in 2008, Kanye fucking changed everything about rap music and like popular music.
I was 3 years old.
Okay, do you remember how do you know about 9/11 then, dumbass? You can still read about what happened, you stupid fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
but I didn't feel the fucking change that happened.
Did I say I felt it? Did I say, when I was fucking birthed from my mother's vagina at 3 years old, Kanye came on the radio.
Birthed at 3 years old?
At 3 years old when I popped out of there. It took a while. I heard Kanye's sweet angelic voice on the radio say, "Welcome to the good life." And I said, "Oh my God, he has revolutionized the game. This man was the same man in the projects and he is here." No, I didn't fucking say that. Why? I was fucking 3. But anyways.
I think it also might be a good idea to start with what he did. So what was the bad thing that happened?
Kanye this is most likely a result of his excessive drug abuse.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically,
But what did he do?
he has confirmably been addicted to NOS for a very long time, and he is tremendously racist. In recent history, he has denounced the things that he said, and I don't think he walked back the claims. I'm pretty sure he's apologized for all of his statements, and I don't think he said anything bad after that.
Well, no, let's just start with hey, whoever's editing this, if you're bold enough, if you're deciding to not be lazy, maybe put in a couple clips that we don't own of Kanye being...
They know. Why? No, they have brains.
Great. Well, no, if we're talking about this, we should discuss the entire breadth. He said some very, 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 very
You seem to not like
racist
Kanye.
and anti-Semitic things.
To be fair, though, the world's kind of against Israel right now, so maybe Kanye was early. I don't know. Maybe he was there for some.
But that's not necessarily the anti-Semitic remarks he was making. He wasn't saying, guys, what Israel's doing is bad.
He was
and
just
we
talking
should
about
stop
like
them from a war."
any Jewish guy that walks the street.
Yeah, no, it was just like blatant racism.
He dressed up in like a Klansman outfit, like honorary KKK type shit. He made a now infamous song where he says the line, "All my," and then he says the N-word. Obviously, I can't say that. Are Nazis, and he says the N-words again. He says, "Heil Hitler," which is quite the avant-garde lyric.
Yeah.
If I had to say so.
And to be fair, I am kind of speaking on this. I heard this. I don't know the exact details, but I'm pretty sure he also incited the public to deface certain stuff.
Kind of not really. He's so fucked up. He doesn't even know what he's fucking doing. He's not inciting the public in any meaningful way.
And so before we continue, I would like to say, this is not me saying like, oh, he is he should not be allowed to say these things. He shouldn't be allowed to go. Inciting the public is a different thing, but like.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be allowed to like just get.
He's entitled to his own opinions, whether or not they are drug induced or not.
Also, like psychosis. According to Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife, he's bipolar, schizophrenic, and a bunch of other things, and he just doesn't take his meds at all. That combined with like abusing like a substance that actually just kills brain cells by the millions is crazy.
But obviously, I think we and most of the Parkies can agree that the things he said.
Some of you were watching.
Most of the things he said were bad, quite bad indeed. So
also just wrong because once again he doesn't have the faculties to.
I personally don't listen to Kanye, but I know for a fact, like Parkade Pal said, that Kanye made some really, really good music, a music that people really loved, and obviously he was a widely renowned artist.
Still is. History book maker, like levels of artists, like
a bunch of people. So
also,
knowing that
if Kanye didn't exist, Tyler the Creator wouldn't exist. And I think that's a sin worse than whatever Kanye did.
Noting that, as a person if you were a person who enjoyed Kanye's music, but you also think that what he said was bad, and what he supposedly believed at the time was bad, then would it still be within your own morals to support him, to listen to his music, to give him money, essentially?
I think.
And if so, how could you get around that?
Okay, you could obviously pirate music. Obviously, I'm a very pro-piracy person. I do have Spotify Premium because it's endlessly more convenient for me as somebody who shifts my music taste a lot. Instead of having to like pull up fucking LimeWire from 2010 and like download everything.
Yeah. So you can put it onto your Walkman.
Yeah, or my MP3 player, which I have.
Yep.
And like I get that you could just pirate songs, put them in an MP3, and make a playlist on your phone. Like you can do that. And like that's reasonable. But honestly, music streaming has gotten so cheap with things like Spotify that it's and just like YouTube.
I would like to point out, Spotify does indeed cheat out their artists pretty well. We're not on Spotify. We should get on Spotify so we can say bad things about Spotify, and then they kick us off the platform, maybe. But the royalties that they give their artists are
You get a penny per billion plays.
No, they're bad. They are criticized very often for not giving the artists enough money, especially indie artists and all that stuff. But obviously, Kanye is like a household name, maybe? I don't know.
For people our age, yeah.
So
For people in our age, yeah, totally.
He said he has enough money, and he will always have enough money.
To do literally anything ever.
Yeah.
But
So
he's been a fucking industry leader since, once again, like 2006.
But would you say that it's still right, according to your moral scheme, to support him?
The issue is
Give
that
him money,
hey man,
shekels.
there's some guy out there running the label and he's gotta eat. Okay? But
Kanye's gotta eat.
basically what I have to say is I still listen to some of Kanye's music.
Yep.
It is on my playlist.
So you do support
I don't know. No.
You do.
I don't support what he's
Well,
been
you
saying.
give him money, though.
Yes, in the monetary sense. Let's
Your
get that
dollars,
very clear.
I know. Your dollars go towards Kanye's
Part
pocket.
of my dollar goes to Kanye.
Eventually.
Yes. Right?
It's a very convoluted thing, but eventually it does.
Part of my money will eventually funnel into Kanye West's bank account. However, I will say that I don't think what Kanye's done is necessarily
Be careful what you
super bad.
say. Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's like wrong on like a lot of factual bases, but also
I
like
could forgive him.
all he's done was make like obviously offensive songs, and also like he probably said a lot of things he shouldn't say, and like obviously he's just a Klansman and stuff. All that stuff's wrong, but at the end of the day, it is like just racist. Like if you think about the scale of how bad things get, racism's pretty low.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad supporting an artist whose music I really, really like, just because they're like problematic. Also, once again, he has like retracted a lot of his claims, pretty much all of his claims at this point, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't been tweaking as much recently.
Well, for the sake of this argument, let's pretend that he didn't.
Was still tweaking.
That
I
he
probably would
was
not
still
be
tweaking.
listening to his music.
Okay, that's a fair point.
But you know, if the apology was genuine or not, I have no clue. I'm not him, but
I think
it seems genuine because he's not tweaking on Twitter as much anymore. I know he tweaked a little bit after
maybe
the
he
apology.
has a really good PR manager.
Who's
maybe,
what? He's got him like you'd have to get him chained in your basement to stop Kanye.
Maybe
from
he
saying
has a
some fucked
fucking
up
like
shit.
miracle worker PR guy.
So come on, you gotta calm down. I'll give you more nitrous. I'll give you more.
Or maybe he's posting this and the PR guy is like deleting them seconds after it gets posted.
Boom.
So
gone.
no one sees it.
Gone.
We should get a PR manager. Oh.
I don't think we need a PR manager.
Well, after the kind of shit that you've been... No, okay. So, I think that you do raise a fair point.
I just think that what he's done is not super problematic to the point where to the point where listening to the art that he's made, right? Because I don't care about the person really. I care more so about the art that person's made and the effect that it's had on the world, right? That person's art is not tainted enough by their actions for me to not listen to it.
Okay, yeah.
So, because once again, dude, insane, like visionary when it comes to music, like record-breaking artist, one of the first of like his kind to do it. Really, people like born in like really bad circumstances in like the projects, like.
Okay.
You made some songs, some of the biggest ever. Like
I will
it's fucking
say,
crazy.
he definitely had a cultural impact. But I will
See
say,
us in the windshield of that car.
yeah, that's how music is. But I will say, I think you're right. But also, I think there's a consideration to be made whenever you consume art of any kind. Maybe not of every kind, but for I think a lot of people, and I think me, when I'm listening to art, a part of consuming that art, a part of thinking of that art, is thinking about the artist. If you take a course in media studies, if you take an English language arts course, a lot of time will be spent when you're reading a book, when you're looking at an art piece, when you're listening to a song, when you're doing so-and-so. A lot of time will be spent talking about the artist, what time they were in, who they were, what kind of things they believed, all of those things. You do that when you talk about philosophy as well. I think that when I consume art, I do think about the artist. And so let me preface that by saying, yes, I think about the artist, but that doesn't mean I constantly believe what the artist has thought or support what the artist has thought.
So I was gonna say, like,
when I consume the media. If I
H.P. Lovecraft is basically Kanye.
If I read anything by H.P. Lovecraft, I don't believe all of the very, very bad things that he said.
He had a terrible naming scheme for his cat.
Yeah,
really
and
bad.
all of that. I don't believe that at all. But I still read his works, and I still take that into account when I'm reading. So I understand the context of why he's writing what he's writing, stuff like that. So what I'm getting at is I think that the artist's opinions contribute to the art, and as such are important when you're consuming the art, right? Like Kanye West made a song titled "The Funny
Hitler.
Thing." That was not very good. And
No,
I'm
no,
sure,
actually, the song was called World War III, but he says Heil Hitler in it.
I'm sure nobody listening to it was like, "Oh yeah."
Nobody clip when I just said Heil Hitler and pause, please.
honestly,
Nobody clip that.
We'll get into more artists in the future, but when I listen to Kanye's songs, sometimes, very not often, but sometimes I hear.
When I get a car and you hop in the whip, all it's going to be playing Lamborghini Mercy.
I think at least a little bit about what his opinions were, who he was, and what he was talking about. And honestly, knowing that he is still alive, that he is still like doing things and making choices and all of that stuff, it does make me feel. It doesn't make me feel gross. It makes me feel weird. You know, like that I am listening to the music, because like I wouldn't want if. I don't know. It's weird to put it out, because if he's gone back on it, like, I can forgive.
If
that.
Cave Town came out as like same as Kanye, exact same as Kanye, and their next song was World War IV, and it's just World War III, but there's like a ukulele in the background. It's Cave Town, okay? Would you still listen to Cave Town? Would you eradicate every song of theirs off your playlist?
I think it strongly depends, because like we're kind of getting into parasocial behavior here. I don't know what Kanye actually believes.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody knows what Kanye actually believes, except
it seems
for
like
people
he tweets his entire thought process 24/7. There's
Except
not
for
a moment
people,
that
like,
goes by where he's not tweeting.
really personally interacting.
I
with
feel
him
like you
and
can
him.
figure out what Kanye's thinking, mostly because if you tweet every second of every day, what else do you think about? You
And
know, like,
I would not listen to the music of someone who's an active, like, KKK activist, right? I wouldn't do that.
what if it was really good?
No,
What if it was like genre defining?
because I don't. It just feels icky.
What if
like,
they're dead and it's
knowing
genre
that that's
defining?
the artist that I'm listening to? I don't know why. It's not that like I feel bad about consuming different opinions. I think it's good to whatever political side you believe in to consume the opinions of the other side. But honestly, I think it might be.
He didn't really have a political opinion.
Well, I think it
He
might be
just
because
kinda
the
did.
things he was saying were kind of childish. He feels like an immature artist now that I know that he was just kind of saying this shit. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what
it
happens
just
when you
feels,
mix 16 disorders with nitrous.
and like there's a certain level of like I don't know. There's a certain level of personality that does actually matter when I listen to certain music. So I don't know. If Cavetown did that, Cavetown's one of my favorite artists, by the way. Fun fact about me, Parkies.
Who would
Then
have guessed?
probably not. I don't know. It would say a lot about their character, and it would say a lot about...
What if they named their third cat some fucked up shit?
Well, that's the thing, though, because, like, then it's kind of behind closed doors. Once again, it seems, like, childish, and it would make
but like
me
it was
think
public.
different.
Like, it was public.
But, like, nobody is like, hey, guys, what's up? Hey, Parkies, I'm naming my cat. Leave that out, please, for the bit.
They're gonna think you said the N-word.
Maybe, who knows what I just said there, Parkies?
I'm not bleeping it out. That's a terrible idea.
Anyways,
That is awful. That's like job ruining levels of bad.
so, I don't know. County is a bit of a
Hope
weird
you're already
case.
in grad school. Fuck.
Because basically all he did was he said what he believed. And do I think he shouldn't be able to do that? No. I think that he should be able to say what he believes no matter what, because I'm a proponent of people speaking their mind.
That was
I think
the
it's
bar.
important for a
Hundreds
society.
of people. Ooh.
Whoa. So I don't think it's wrong to listen to his music because he just stated his opinion, but I do think that you should always think about the perspective of the artist that's making something. So would you like to move on to another case study about an artist to see if this continues, if this pattern continues? I have an idea of an artist. that we can
I want to talk
about.
about David.
Okay.
Worse
the thing
than Kanye.
The thing is, we don't know a lot about the story because it's still
We
very
know at the
new.
very least he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
At the very least he's a pedophile.
But there's better people to talk about who are pedophiles.
But he's a pedophile and also potentially a murderer.
Like, we could talk about Drake. And he's Canadian, too. I don't know. We could. Whatever,
There's a lot of issues with
because
Drake.
I don't even know what his songs are like. I don't even know if he makes good music.
He made
Graduation.
no, that was the goat. Drake would never make good.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about Drake? I thought you were talking about...
Well, if you want to talk about Drake, but the thing about Drake is it's a little weird because David's shaping up to be worse, probably. And I think everybody knows about what's wrong with Drake because of the Kendrick stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I do want to talk about David, though,
Okay.
because this is new
Spit
and
your
spicy.
Don't say anything you don't absolutely know.
Okay, so he, like, definitely kidnapped and, like, groomed a 13-year-old girl and
Allegedly?
killed her, probably.
Allegedly?
No, he did that in real life, factually.
Isn't he not a suspect? Didn't you say that at the
He's
beginning
not a
of the episode?
suspect solely for the fact that they have not claimed a suspect yet at all.
So
Because
allegedly?
they have matching tattoos.
Allegedly?
No, that's not. That one isn't alleged.
Allegedly? That one's not alleged, allegedly?
I'll let that
Continue.
slide.
I'll just help.
You'll chime in.
I'll be the PR
You'll ruin
guy.
everything.
I'll
with,
be the
you know,
PR
You'll
guy.
just like ruin my flow like usual. Yeah. So basically, I'm gay.
Allegedly?
Yeah, there you go. You get the bit. Okay, so basically, what David has been
Allegedly do...
accused of
Yeah, okay,
doing.
good. Nice. He did it. Allegedly?
Allegedly, please don't take us off the air like they did Jimmy Fallon or whoever it was.
yeah, you did. Assassinated him.
Basically,
That's not true. It also was not Jimmy Fallon.
who was it?
It was...
The SNL guy.
Yeah, one of them.
Jimmy
It might have
Kimmel?
been Jimmy Fallon. No, it wasn't.
They took somebody off the air in the U.S. for making fun of
ABC
Charlie
did.
Kirk.
I know that much.
And then they asked him to apologize, and he said no, he's based. Basically, David, this part is confirmed, had some form of like sexual relationship with like very, very young person, like 13 years old.
Which, by the way, Parkies, is bad.
Little known fact.
Just know.
Apparently,
pedophilia.
it's hard for like Minecraft YouTubers and like singers to get right. Apparently, I don't know why the
bad.
layman can
It's
manage,
bad.
but when you have $1 billion,
It's
all
bad.
of a sudden it's
Pedophilia
difficult.
is bad. Which the president of the United States of America might allegedly
The President of the United States of America is a pedophile and also probably a whole bunch of other things.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. Also, I killed Charlie Kirk with a gun. Not allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was in Utah that day.
I heard this on the grapevine.
It was my birthday that day. I thought I'd do something special for myself. So I shot him in the neck.
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. Basically, yeah, Devin was with me too, by the way. Devin, who lives in America, by the way, if you find him.
Wow, that's a very specific place.
Well, they'll know. They're the CIA.
The RCMP is going to be after you.
Oh no, what are they gonna do? Luckily, my parents own a car, and all they have is fucking horses, so I'll get away.
Have you seen? They can do calculus.
They can do calculus, but they're not very fast.
You don't know that.
No, they have to walk backwards and forwards in the
They
journey.
might.
Do you not remember the video?
They have the distance
Do you
to where
not
they need to go.
remember the video? They have to walk back and forth to do calculus.
They have the distance.
No, they have to go.
They need to know the time. They can do the derivative of distance with respect to time to figure out how fast they have to go to get to your house. Continue.
That's not helpful.
About David?
Yeah. So
Like
basically,
the guy in the finger? Or the penis guy from Greece? David. Subscribe for more of these epic jokes.
Can I talk now? Can I go now? Okay, I'll wait. You know. You wonder why these episodes suck and you're not entertained, huh?
This is pretty entertaining.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're hitting the whip in front of the camera shittily. You're doing it like badly.
Hey, you do it better.
Okay, Parky.
Brief intermission.
Sorry about that. Basically, David has allegedly. Actually, this part isn't alleged, but
Yeah, you can just say it.
he's had
A buzzword.
like contact, like sexual contact with a 13-year-old named Celeste Sierra Rivas, I think is her name. Something like that. But her first name is Celeste. And basically, she went missing from her home when she was 13. Video evidence of her with David from when she was 13 to 14 has been surfacing up. He has leaked every single year that she's been missing. I think every single year since she was 12 or some shit. He's been probably since she was 13. He's been releasing songs on her birthday.
I did hear about that.
2 weeks ago, not 2 weeks ago, this week, she was found dead in his Tesla. It was I don't know if they ever confirmed whether it was a stolen Tesla or not, but at the time the body was found, he was on tour. So the idea was that, he couldn't have done it. He's been out of the country for...
Glove doesn't fit.
You must have
Glove
quit.
doesn't fit.
He's been out of the
Doesn't
country.
fit.
He's been out of country for 2 weeks. It probably couldn't have been him until they realized that the body was decomposed in more than 2 weeks. So it still very much could have been in. They have not named a suspect solely for the fact that they're still trying to figure out how she was killed before they do that.
Which means, by the way, this is a very new thing.
Very new case.
Well, it won't be by the time you guys watch this.
By the time
but...
we watch this, David's either going to be dead or in prison, probably.
Well,
He's either going to kill himself if he's guilty, or he's going to be in prison, or
court
he's
takes a while.
somehow going to be innocent. Pretty much all of his songs can be summed up as borderline confessions to the action that he allegedly did.
Thank you. Thank you. We're not going to get taken off the air.
His music videos feature women that look exactly like Celeste.
That's creepy.
They're grown women, they're adults, but they look exactly like her. They have the same facial piercings. They're the same, obviously, they have the same hairstyle. They have everything that's the exact same. And they put her in these videos. There's one video where he's, I believe, killing her and putting her in the trunk of a car.
Which is not what happened.
Is what happened.
Wasn't she in the back seat?
She was. It's a Tesla. So it was a Cybertruck. So the trunk is in the front.
It was a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
You didn't mention that.
It was a Cybertruck. What a shitty eternal resting place.
Yeah, no.
They built the pyramids for some people, and you get a fucking Cybertruck.
No, you can't stop it. Just it was a Tesla. No, you have to mention it's a Cybertruck.
Okay, it was a Cybertruck. So the trunk is in the front; it's under the hood.
So not only is he a murderer and
the
pedophile,
engine's on the floor. And
he's
EVs, right?
he's an Elon Musk dick rider.
But yeah, basically. So since the engine is in floors in the EVs, the trunk is in the front, along
Allegedly.
with the back truck bed.
Sorry, allegedly.
So he, in the video, it was a gas-powered car, so it was just in the back, like in a trunk. But still, same sort of thing. Like he killed this lady and put her in a trunk in the music video, along with a whole slew of other things. They have the same tattoo on their like pointer finger, which is like it's just a tattoo that says "sh" on it, like SHHHHH. I believe Rihanna has the same tattoo, but I don't think that's relevant.
It's related.
It's like the Illuminati thing, but
It's 2014 again, guys.
Yeah. That on top of a whole bunch of other stuff, where it like she was on live stream with him one time, and she mentioned that he like, I mean, her exact words were like rape kids on live stream.
Okay.
This came from her mouth, and he immediately muted the stream and ended the stream. What probably happened was she was...
Well, do you actually... Is this an actual... Or is this a theory?
Well, they spoke with some of the family members of hers. Mm-hmm. Apparently, she basically ran away from home. She was not, like, taken from home. She ran away from home. And she was pretty clearly groomed into that by David. I don't imagine she ran out of her house with no plan and then stumbled upon singer-songwriter. No.
Yeah, to the point.
Right? The alleged theory is that she probably wanted to go back home. She stated that she wanted to go back home to her friends through text messages. So she wanted to go back to her house. Obviously, her parents probably are not going to support what is going on, right? Also, there's pictures of David paying off her friends, by the way, so they don't snitch. What a shitty group of friends. What I would have done, and I was talking to Devin about this, was I would have just taken the money and snitched it immediately, but then I may have ended up in the backseat of a trunk, so maybe they're good for not doing it. But either way, they probably should have said something instead of just being money-hungry scumbags who took a bribe from a tremendously wealthy man. But basically, the idea was that she wanted to go home. She's texting all these people that she wants to go back to her house. She wants to go back, like, to her family. A bunch of other stuff.
We really escalated this.
She turns up dead.
What?
Like,
I thought we were gonna like start from like a really light case and then go
well,
up.
we started from Kanye. He's once again, racism
Yeah,
is
no,
not
I know.
that bad.
We were gonna start from a light case and then slowly.
What's
escalate.
worse than racism? Just a pedophile instead of a pedophile and a murderer.
Well, no, you could have started with someone in their beliefs, someone who actively like does bad things and spends money based off of their beliefs, and then the actual crimes. But we went from beliefs to crimes right away.
They can handle it. They're
and
grown.
also like the most crimes.
They're grown. True. Like, you couldn't just settle at one. Like, he flipped a coin and it landed, like, right on the side, probably, is what happened. He's like, oh, well, I gotta do both. Whole bunch of other stuff. As of right now, we're recording this on September 20th. He has canceled his tour.
Really?
And has been radio silent since, I believe. Once again, LA police have not said anything super concrete, but all we know is that she is Celeste, like the body is Celeste. It is the lady that David has been with for 2-3 years now, right? 2 years now. And it is, like, most certainly her.
Okay.
They have matching tattoos. All this stuff does track.
Get to the point, Parkade Pal Zero.
I think if you listen to he's not dead yet,
Yeah.
right? He's not in a ditch somewhere like he deserves to be yet, right? Mm-hmm. As it stands right now, he is alive, and if you listen to his music, you are directly putting pockets
into his money.
You're putting pockets into the bank account of this man's money. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. You're putting money into this guy's pockets, right?
Yeah. You're supporting the court case, the court fund.
You are actively supporting him, potentially beating maybe another O.J. Simpson.
Well, no. That would never happen because the courts are infallible. No matter how much money he spends, he will always get a just result.
You know what they say? If the truck doesn't fit, you must acquit. Anyways, basically, yeah. Also, it's confirmed that at the very least, he had sex with the 13-year-old. By the way, like that.
Which is bad.
In her phone messages, she says it happened. It is very much confirmed that it happened.
Pigeons. Where? Sorry, Parkies.
Where, Parkies? Where are the pigeons?
Oh, they left.
How?
I'm not schizophrenic, I think.
They're right there.
No, they were walking down there.
No, there's one right there.
So,
You're an
you
idiot.
think that anybody who listens to his music is bad?
Yeah, I think you're like a bad person.
Okay, well, how bad?
A bad person.
Okay, let's get to the heart of this.
So think about a good person, and then think about like an okay person, and then you're a bad person.
We escalated so hard, so our next case, I guess, will go down. But nonetheless, so the crimes he did is alleged murder.
Yeah, this guy's still a chocolate bar. Let's talk about him next.
He's a pedophile, confirmed. And
Confirmed.
Also a Tesla dick ride. Or, sorry, a Elon
Which
Musk
might be
dick
the
ride,
worst
a dick
crime
ride.
he's committed yet.
I feel like a person has been murdered. I feel like this is a bit of a sensitive topic.
Yeah, maybe. My
Like,
bad.
this person has a family, and, like, I do want to
Dude,
emphasize...
it's fucked up. Like, she's
This-
been missing since she was 13
Yeah,
from her house.
this is a terrible case.
This is like some supervillain
If this
shit.
happened
This is
to any
bad.
of our friends, like, the amount of vitriol that would
I
be
wouldn't be
coming
friends
out...
with a 13-year-old. I'm not David.
Well, but, like, at the age of 13...
Yeah, I'd
that
probably
would
kill him.
suck.
If this was like my friend, I'd probably like shoot him in the head, probably with a gun.
Overall, like, this is a terrible scenario.
Yeah.
Really bad. So, in theory, he is an artist. He makes music. Blah 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 blah. So on and so forth. Well, if you listen to his music, if you consume his art, I don't know how good it is. That shouldn't matter.
The
in
issue
this
is that
case.
it was good art.
It shouldn't matter in this case. I don't think that how good his art relieves him of any of his crimes.
Yeah, I think this is one of those people where I don't care how good you think his art was. If you're listening to him, fuck you.
So, morally, what are you doing when you're listening to his music? Well, you're consuming his art. And previously, what we talked about is when you consume art, you should also take into account what the person believes in, what they've
You should
done.
think, Parkies. Use
So-
that brain.
I will say, there is a case to be made that it is interesting, at the very least, to listen to consume the art of someone who has done something
What is
so
basically
terrible.
confessions? Like if you given what we know about the court case and given what we know now about the
A court case hasn't happened, right?
well about what we know about the investigation, not a
Yeah.
court case, and then also TMZ leaking like a bajillion things from like phones everywhere. His iCloud photos got leaked. I don't think by TMZ, but just like an independent source, and it's just pictures. There's like hundreds of pictures of Celeste, him and Celeste, so much shit, and it's like, good God, like
at the very least, listening to
Mother
it
of
gives you
Christ.
some insight into the brain of someone who would do these things, which is something that's done in art, like in art
But
analysis.
you'd have to
all
be
the
one of
time.
those people who's like, I watch documentaries on serial killers, and I love serial killers. Like, you'd have to be one of those fucking freaks.
Well-
if you do that, by the way, fuck you, you're
Okay.
weird.
It's what I'm saying is that it would be at least somewhat an insight into the
I
human
like
condition.
Dexter, but that's different. He's
So
not real.
that could be a reason why someone would care to listen to music. But there's some obvious ethical concerns with still consuming this music. So, number one, I don't think you're going to become a worse person by being exposed to the ideas he's putting out. Yes, he's a bad person, but people talk about, listen to, hear about murders.
I just think
and
you're a
have
bad
things.
person because you're giving him money.
So, in theory, if we flipped the script a little bit and said that someone liked his music and pirated his entire collection, so they're all just files that have been downloaded, and they listen to them now, would they still be a bad person?
No, because you are no longer benefiting the actual villain. You're just listening to the equivalent of sound,
So,
right?
at the
You're
heart
just
of
listening
this-
to. It's about connection to the person, really. Like if he wrote a book and you fucking buy his book, that money's going straight to him, you know.
Okay.
So it's like that's bad. Don't buy his book. Steal his book. Pirate his book. Fine. That's okay if you really want to read it, or if you really like his music, pirate his music. But do not give a cent to him, right?
Okay.
I still think it's a little weird, personally, if you pirate
Well,
the
okay,
songs.
let's get into that. Why
I don't
do you
think
think
you're
it's
bad
weird?
for it, though. I think there's just a...
Well, why do you think it's weird?
I just don't... I just think the crimes are bad to the point where I can't really look past them.
My question would be: do you need to look past art to consume it? Do you need to look past what they do? Maybe that's a part of what makes the art so interesting. I would absolutely own a painting by a murderer as long as the murderer wasn't still alive, because that does add some human experience to it. As long as I know the money isn't going to the murderer's estate.
But, do you really want to listen to the guy, sing about how he, is waiting for this 15-year-old girl to turn 18, and then he's gonna, retire and run away, go off grid?
Personally, no.
Do you really want to listen to him, talk about how he's gonna fucking kill this kid? He's not gonna care. He's gonna put her in his fucking car. Do you really?
No, personally, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was someone out there who is interested enough in the psychology of bad people like this.
No, you gotta be fucking Dexter. You gotta be weird, man.
There are people who are interested in this stuff. They're completely rational.
I understand, but I'm interested in the cool people who did this fucked up shit, not just
Dexter
some
didn't
guy.
do anything. He's
I
a
don't
character.
care about Dexter. Dexter's not real. I just said that. I'm not
There's
about
no
Dexter.
cool people that are killers. Probably.
There are.
Or if there are, there are very few. I don't think there's a lot of cool people who
There's
kill
some vigilantes
people.
out there.
Yeah, vigilante justice is always the just form of justice. Anyway,
Sometimes it's more just than them getting nothing.
that's another episode.
Yeah.
So, I think that you're right. I think that it does. The main ethical concerns come down to the things that you're giving to the artist. But I honestly don't think there's anything weird about still consuming the art. I think that if you're able to separate yourself, because you also have to consider maybe people aren't
I think
like
you're weird.
Maybe
but,
people aren't like me. Maybe people aren't. They don't think about the artist when they consume it. Maybe in their mind, it's just sound that's blaring on. What if he never sung in the songs? What if it was just like EDM? It was just music. And maybe somebody had their first kiss to one of their songs. Maybe they have some emotional connection to it.
If your first kiss to a David song, you should stop the whole romance.
Whatever.
No, shut the fuck up. If you had your first kiss to a David song, give up. Be gay. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, switch it up, because you're not doing it good.
What I mean, take away the lyrics part of it. Take away the lyrics. Take away and say that some person has a deep emotional connection.
That's
to the
different,
song,
though, because now you're talking about different music.
Well, yeah, but just take that example. Take that idea.
Okay, would you listen to Beethoven's Symphony if he stabbed a guy, or would you listen to my song where I go, yeah, I killed that bitch, shot it twice, threw her in a ditch, didn't think twice.
I know.
What do you want?
The lyrics matter in this specific case, but what I'm asking is, would it still be a weird? Would the music still be weird to listen to on your own?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
you would still find it weird if somebody.
It's still weird because you should know that you should know about the artist that you're consuming the art from.
And everybody, when they consume art, should know about the artist.
No, if you're passively something comes on fucking shuffle, who gives a fuck? But if you're a big enough fan to go and pirate their shit because you don't want to support them because you know the bad they've done, you should at least have that in your mind when you're listening to the piece. I don't care if it's instrumental. I don't care if there's vocals. It's just if you are because if you are listening on the radio, who gives a fuck if something comes on? You don't have to know who's performing. This is 3 Days of Grace. Also, there's a pigeon. You don't have to know, right? But if you're going out of your way to pirate something because you don't want to support the creator who's done bad.
You know about the thing.
Yeah, you clearly know about the thing because you're pirating it because you don't want to support them, and then you're still listening to it anyway, seemingly uncaring about what they've done. Yeah, at least...
Well, okay, but you don't have any of the ethical concerns anymore. You don't. At this point, you're listening to the song for some reason, presumably because they like it. But maybe there's also a deeper reason why they like it. Maybe there's a reason what if they, when they're listening to the song, think about good times that they've had. They think about the friendships. They think about their family. Something like that. Songs and leagues of other art have that connection with people. They have an emotional connection. Maybe I'll get into something. I want to extend this into another artist that I wanted to talk about, because it's an idea. But to finish off David's case, yes, I think it is bad. I think you probably shouldn't listen to his music on Spotify right now. Honestly, I would not be surprised. I would not be mad even if Spotify
They won't. They won't.
I know
Not
they
a
won't.
chance.
I know they won't. But I wouldn't be mad if they took down the account. I wouldn't see that as a form of silencing either. I would see that more as a form of this. We don't want to give money to this person. That makes sense. The music is always going to be out there. We live in a time in the internet where files uploaded to the internet are basic. Someone always has a copy, usually. So
Except for this.
I think we've made that case. So I want to
We can say
continue.
whatever we want.
I want to continue that topic of, consuming the media and it being weird to another
5
artist.
minutes till an hour. by the
Whatever,
way. We've been talking for a minute.
Yeah,
Holy.
we can still continue. I want to
Tired.
talk
We'll
about
do this one quick.
another artist. No.
You spit your shit, Troy. What are you letting me stop you?
J.K. Rowling.
If you like
this is-
Harry Potter, you big age. Fuck
This
you.
is where I wanted to continue after our good friend Kanye, because what she does.
You know,
is
she made a smear
sad.
campaign. I don't remember on who it was, but who was that she built a smear campaign on?
I have no fucking idea, but I know she did it. Nonetheless,
Hold on, Porkies. We gotta do a little fact check.
I'll give a little thing. If you don't know who J.K. Rowling is,
Wake
author
up.
of Harry Potter, and for the longest time just make the books, uploaded them, but has been recently, kind of in the last couple of years, very active on Twitter, very anti-trans and gay rights, I'm pretty sure. She claims to be a feminist, and to some degree she is, but she's very
Pedro
anti-trans.
Pascal. That's the smear
Pedro
campaign.
Pascal?
Yes, basically,
Why?
you know all those videos that you see of Pedro Pascal where it's like, oh my god, why is he touching a woman like that? She's married.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
did.
like he's like, once again,
We're
he's-
stealing something from Distractable. They already talked about this. Fuck.
I have not watched a single fucking episode.
Guys, I'm sorry. I was bound to
it's
happen
like-
at some point.
Once again, Pedro Pascal's not fucking Dexter. She's not wrapped up in the plastic. Like, she can leave. They're in public, like every single time this happens, right?
I think there was more to that as well. It was,
Because-
it was consensual.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
on
it's entirely consensual. Pedro Pascal, according to him, has this really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
And some people's responses are, "How can actors have anxiety?"
Whatever. That's not the point. People are stupid.
How can people be schizophrenic? You know it's not real, right? Fucking idiot! Like, what are you fucking talking? Anyways,
Take that clip out of context. Destroy this man's career.
I'm never getting to grad school now. But yeah, it's two consenting adults. It's Pedro Pascal and a bunch of other people. Yeah, basically Pedro Pascal has been known to be grabby, even though not really, because it's consensual, between people on set and people that he knows, people that he's friends with, because he has really bad anxiety. Sometimes he needs to hold on to other people, stuff like that. But that's whatever. I don't give a fuck. The issue is because Pedro Pascal is actively anti-J.K. Rowling. He does not like her. He's very, very loudly pro-trans people. He does not like J.K. Rowling, and because of that, there's a lot of evidence to link a smear campaign from J.K. Rowling to what people are seeing with Pedro Pascal, where you see those Instagram reels and stuff, where it's like, oh my god, how can you do this? It's very clearly taking a stance one way on to Pedro Pascal.
So, yeah, she has done very bad things, but most of her bad things come down to she talks about trans people on Twitter and says some bad things. She's also a pretty rich
She actively
person,
funds
and she
organizations,
yes, she actively
which
gives her
Kanye
money,
kind of did, but
she actively gives her money to people, to organizations that are not supportive of trans rights of other trans people, basically existing and living their life. So, bad person says bad things and then also does bad things with her money.
sorry, Barkeys.
Are you a bad person for? I think we've cleared it already in our past conversations. Yes, if you buy
If you buy the 90th Harry Potter
if you go
book,
to
fuck you.
chapters, you buy Harry Potter book it's going to go through a publishing company, but I believe she'll eventually get
She'll get
some
her cut.
royalties.
She'll get her cut.
I don't actually. I don't know if that's fully how it works, but whatever.
So would you sign with a publisher?
Assuming whatever, we don't have to talk about that. Assuming that it does work, then yes, you're supporting her, you're giving her money, blah 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 blah. So going back to our weird scenario, let's say you pirate one of the movies, you pirate one of the books, you consume it on your own time, and the reason you're consuming it, you've read it, you've consumed it, it was a childhood thing. Maybe, possibly, it's a thing that you consumed when you were young with like your parents that have since passed away. It was something that you shared a deep connection with your family because of these movies, of these books, something like that. Comes out, she's a bad person.
Allegedly.
When you consume the media...
Wouldn't it be crazy if she made a Parkade Pal smear campaign? Guys, you gotta blow us up. Fuck you, J.K. Rowling. Fuck you. You gotta blow us up, guys. Come on. She has to see this so she can make a smear campaign on us. That'll be hype. Think about all the views we'll get.
So, are you weird then for consuming her book or the movie based off of her? Are you then weird? Or playing the game that, let's say you pirated, the game that came out that I heard was kind of ass. Not because of J.K. Rowling, just because the game was kind of...
The game was okay. I've seen, apparently actual gameplay wasn't super bad, but obviously don't
Get ready for the Let's Play episode, guys!
We already had one.
Well, I'm gonna do a Let's Play.
I played Clash.
I actually, guys, I've thought about the one person episode that I'm gonna do. I think it might be a Let's Play, but we'll see. We'll see.
What?
Well, I don't fucking know.
Airplane silk song.
I have to put a spoiler warning at the beginning of the video.
Just put a spoiler warning after every screen you shift from.
Anyways, so
just put like Cookie Clicker or something. That's what I'd do.
Cookie Clicker. Okay. So I bring it over to you, Parkade Pal Zero. Would you then still be weird if you consumed this media that was pirated because you have an emotional connection to it? Even though you know what J.K. Rowling does, you know what she thinks, and also it's pretty injected into some of the books, and like you can definitely
but so is it
without having read them
Kill
myself.
a Mockingbird,
I've heard that it's pretty easy to pick out certain beliefs and some weird stuff in the books, but nonetheless,
that's a difficult one.
We're not going to get too into that because that's a very complicated topic.
That's a pretty
of
difficult
analyzing
one.
writings and trying to pick out ideas in there.
Basically,
would you still say that you're weird for consuming that, knowing what she's done?
I mean, first and foremost, let me just say, I think Harry Potter fucking sucks.
Have you seen the movies?
Because
I have.
I have one or two. I just
that media. Not because I don't like
anything
J.K.
else,
Rowling or anything,
motherfucker.
but just because I don't really watch a ton of movies.
Watch Mad God. Watch something good. Watch something that will fuel your mind.
I don't think the demographic.
Watch
that
Eternal
watching,
Sunshine. Watch
which I've heard is pretentious, by the way.
From who? Your dad?
No, from a YouTuber.
Who?
But I'm not gonna name.
Name them.
I don't want to start drama. No, I know what you're gonna do.
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, you will.
No, my mother.
We're not starting drama.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I promise you.
Pinky promise.
Wrong pinky. I'm not crossing.
Show me your toes.
You can't.
Show me your toes.
I can't cross
I'm not
them and
doing
do
it.
I can't cross them and do.
Say your opinion.
I'll
Speak
stand.
your shit, Troy.
I'll stand Oh fuck.
Yeah, see, because you're. Don't knock my phone off.
I can't cross my toes like this. I promise.
Well, no, stand higher. Tip your toes.
I can't go higher.
Are you crossing your brain?
No.
Okay.
Really?
So he didn't.
The guy who lost a fight to. Are you being real with me right now?
He didn't say that. His wife did. He's a film nerd, and he said that it was blah 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 blah. But that's the channel it was set on.
So he liked it.
Yeah, he liked it a lot, but his wife didn't. She said it was pretentious, and I trust her more than I trust him.
Okay, all you have to know is some bumfucker said it was pretentious who has no idea about film. I have to know some fucking useless idiot said it was pretentious. Don't take that into account.
Anyways,
it's one of
would
the
you still,
best films Jim
would
Carrey's
you
ever
say
been
it's
in.
still weird to consume the books or to consume the movie if it's pirated?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you
why,
would.
Why are you doing Hogwarts at your grown age?
Well,
Don't
no,
do
I
anything
told
else.
you why. They could have like an emotional
Grow
familial.
the fuck up.
Really? You don't have any media that is connected to your family or your friends that you would rewatch because of that connection?
Does Buddy System count?
I guess.
Buddy System.
So, no, it isn't. Is it? No, it isn't. You don't like that because of our friendship.
The fuck?
You don't.
I play Zuba with the frog.
What?
The PopCap game. He's got the balls in the different colors and goes, and they stick on
Peggle?
a chain. No. With the
Is
frog.
that, do you have like memories of that with anyone?
I played it on Windows 7.
With?
Me, myself, and I. It's a
No,
single-player game.
I mean, like,
Well, I'm attached to that. I'm attached to Zoom on like
Okay.
on a level.
So what I'm trying to say.
There's one with a frog.
I didn't know it was a frog in the middle. Kind of doesn't look like one, Parkies. Yeah, he's gonna talk to you guys. You guys can't hear him.
This game, Barky, is that game that I showed you guys. I like that game a lot.
So what honestly, I don't think you're weird. If that's the case, I think if you're consuming media, and when you consume that media, you're thinking about those memories that you had. That
Okay,
connection
let
that
me
you
just
had.
say, I don't think you're weird.
Then
I don't think
more
you're
power
weird.
to you.
I
You
just think
should.
you have shit taste. Let's get that out of the way. I don't think you're weird.
Okay.
I just think that maybe your palate is not as refined as a grown-up
As
should be.
mine.
No, I just think like.
What if
you
it's a
know,
fucking child?
Well, eventually.
What if it's a 5-year-old?
Well, a 5-year-old doesn't really care about what J.K. Rowling thinks.
Should they?
No, probably
Why?
not.
What? That's problematic.
They're too busy eating dirt and licking poles. Even if you told them, they wouldn't fucking know.
Stop projecting your childhood onto everyone else.
Well,
Okay?
my childhood was the best one there ever been.
Parkies.
You want to know how I got this scar, Parkies?
It was a treadmill.
Freak
It was a
treadmill
treadmill.
accident. Tell me your childhood had something anywhere near as cool as a freak treadmill accident.
So I don't think you're weird. Okay, let's put a nice bow on this. Let's put a conclusion on this. Can you separate art from the artist? Can you? Yes,
Yeah,
I think you can.
And I think in most
I think you
cases
can
you should
sometimes.
not.
I don't think in most cases you should not. We also didn't talk about the case of dead artists. I think every time there's a dead artist, you can separate the art from the artist. I think you genuinely can. Like, I separate the H.P. Lovecraft's art from him
I love
the time.
I love H.P. Lovecraft's work.
And the person.
No, I love H.P. Lovecraft's work, and allegedly the person, I guess.
It is alleged.
I
I'm the
love
alleged
H.P.
one.
Lovecraft's work. However, obviously, I don't like H.P. Lovecraft as a person. But understanding his work requires understanding the man who made the work to a certain level. I don't think it's fair to detach the artist from the art in like 99% of cases, because when you detach the artist from the art, you lose a bit of what makes that art what it is. J.K. Rowling's beliefs go into writing a shitty kid's book, right? I'm gonna shit on Harry Potter till I
We're
die.
angering the entire Harry Potter fandom.
Yeah. Kiss my ass while
We
you're at
should
it.
post this on
Yeah,
r
wave a
slash
fucking
Harry
stick at me.
Potter.
I'll raise my pole on you, dumb it. Okay, anyways.
I feel like open threats to the Parkies is not.
Well, the Parkies would. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little agitated today. I'm tired. I haven't been able to like. I want to play Magic the Gathering. Sorry. Anyways, they interrupted my episode of Dexter, and that's got me a little upset. Basically, I think that artist makes the art what it is for a very large portion of it, right? H.P. Lovecraft and J.K. Rowling baked their beliefs into their art. And because of that, if you read the art, or experience the art, without taking their beliefs into account, you're missing parts of it. J.K. Rowling doesn't put allegories in there for fun. She puts the allegories in there because she doesn't like trans people. That is an important part of the art, or else the allegory does not make sense, or it means something different than what was intended.
Okay, let me clarify that. Because what I mean when separating the art from the artist is like still letting yourself consume the art despite the artist being bad.
I think is okay.
I
You
think
can
Lord
do
of the
that.
Flies is a phenomenal novel, has some really good points, but the writer who
I think Lord of the Flies is fucking dumb.
who wrote
but,
it?
you know, it's well written. I just think it's stupid.
I think the
I think
allegories
it's
it makes
pretentious.
are incredibly pertinent to society. But the guy who made it was raised in a time where the Cold War was happening, and where fears of nuclear bombs was a thing. That's very important, super important to the interpretation of the art. It's very important. But also coming with that is racist beliefs. There's a point in the book. And if you've ever read it in school, if you come up in a Western education, you probably do, where a bad word is said, the N-word, and it's used in reference to, it's used to put down...
Hard R2 Parkies, they're not reclaiming shit. They're all white in that book.
It's used not there, but it's used racistly. It's used in a racist way.
Racistly.
That is bad. But honestly, I think that contributes to the book. I think that makes it more of a rich piece because it gives you a peephole into the time that it was
Maybe
made.
if you're a fucking drooling idiot and you need it spelt out for you, maybe. But, like, I feel like it's tremendously obvious without... Like, let's be real here. He's not fucking... He did not write the Theognis, right? He was not, like, Spartan poet laureate, okay? It's one word in a book. Mm-hmm. That one word does not set the book any better than if it was any other word pertinent to the time. Let's be honest with ourselves. He did it because he was probably a little racist.
Yeah, he did it because it was racist, and he did it, and that contributes honestly to part of the message of the book. Why is there less mention of it's a social commentary? Why is there less mention of racial differences in the book? Because he was racist. He didn't talk about that part of society because he didn't think that it was probably a problem. I'm not trying to get too into his personal beliefs. I forget the name of the artist entirely, but very important.
J.K. Simmons.
No. But yeah, I think it does contribute to the book in that it gives more insight into the time that it was done and the writer. There are cases where it's not necessary.
I think it's pointless.
Like in some of Stephen King's writings. He uses that word despite being born in a time where racism was less accepted, and despite being a person who is anti-racist
and still alive.
He uses the word in some of his books. Do I think it's necessary? Do I think it makes the book better? No, because it doesn't give you insight into his opinion. He uses it to give insight into the time where the book is set, which you can have arguments whether that's necessary or not. Personally, I don't think that's necessary. So I don't think just using the word makes the book better, but I think because he was raised in a certain time, because of his beliefs personally, I think it makes the book better.
You heard it here first, folks. Parkade Pal 1 loves the use of the N-word.
No.
That is what was said. You heard it here.
So can you separate the art from the artist? Sometimes. Sometimes not. Sometimes. Whoa! Now we have to decide a fucking winner.
Fuck me.
It's never by. We always have to decide a winner. We did a coin last time, so now we have to figure out some other fucking game. You want to play Blackjack? Whoever can get higher wins the episode?
We'll play Blackjack.
Okay.
We'll bet
You have a Blackjack app on your phone? Okay, well, we have to show...
This is your game.
Okay. No, wait, no, it's your game. I want you to go first. I'm bad at Blackjack.
Okay, Parkies. Okay, Parkies, this is the board. I've got a 9. Dealer's showing a 4. What this tells me is that there's more big ticket cards in the deck than if the cards dealt to me were different. Which means that really the only option I have here is to hit. because the dealer probably has something fat. So we're going to hit here. We got an ace in Parkies.
So what's that now? That's 9 plus an ace.
That puts us, dealer's showing 4, and I have a soft 20 because the ace, obviously if I hit another, can take me to 10. In theory, I believe I should hit another here because the highest it can go, if it's another ace, I win. Right? Because one of the aces... Actually, no. If it's another ace, I lose. But if it's any face card or a 10, I win. And since I haven't pulled a single face card, and no one has a 10 on the board, there's probably a 10 on the deck. This is a 2-deck... for the app, this is 2 decks in one. It's not 1 deck.
Yeah, I don't know how to play that, but I'll
So
figure it out.
that's important when you're doing your math, Parkies. Remember, if you're trying to beat the casino, there's a lot that goes into it. You will lose.
So you're
We're
gonna
going to
hit?
stand on the 20 here. Dealer pulls a 22 and busts. I win. We're going to get
Okay, so...
Parkade Pal 1 to play.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Parkade Pal's 1 board.
Hit.
Dealer's showing
Hit.
a jack.
Hit.
Okay, dealer's showing
14.
a jack.
Hit. Bust.
Parkade Pal 1 busted. I win this one, guys. Just like usual, Parkade Pal 1 always busts early.
I think
I'm able to
I
keep
think
it,
I'm winning in the
you know.
rankings, by the way, guys. So, see you on the next episode, Parkies. Bye.
I bet you can't even turn off
End
fucking
the
thing.
episode. End the episode. End the
End the recording
episode.
first.
No. Fuck you. Oh, didn't
Come on.
end.
Yeah, there you go. And the recording quick,
Goodbye.
please.
Goodbye.